January 15th, 1947. A quiet morning in Los Angeles, a young woman walking her dog makes a horrifying discovery in a vacant lot near Limert Park. What she finds is so brutal, so grotesque, that even seasoned detectives will be haunted for the rest of their lives.
This is the murder of Elizabeth Short, better known as the Black Dahlia.
To this day, over 78 years later, her killer has never been identified. The case remains one of the most disturbing, most famous, and most unsolved mysteries in American criminal history. Elizabeth Short was a 22-year-old woman with dreams of becoming a Hollywood star. With her striking beauty and dark hair, she became known as the Black Dahlia. She desperately wanted to become an actress. She spent her days going to casting calls, meeting people in the film industry, and dating various men, many of them soldiers and officers from the nearby military bases. Friends described her as friendly and outgoing, but also quite naive. She was always searching for attention and affection. Little did she know that her search for fame and connection would lead her straight into the path of pure evil. On the morning of January 15th, a woman walking her daughter stumbled upon something that would scar her for life. Lying in the grass of a vacant lot were two pieces of a human body. Elizabeth Short had been sliced cleanly in half at the waist. Every drop of blood had been drained from her corpse. Her intestines were neatly tucked under her buttocks. Her face was the worst part. The killer had slashed her mouth from ear to ear, clown-like grin known as the Glasgow smile. Her eyes were wide open. Her arms were posed obscenely above her head as if she were still trying to seduce someone even in death. There wasn't a single drop of blood. The killer had tortured her, murdered her elsewhere, cleaned her like a surgeon, and then carefully arranged her broken body. This wasn't just a murder, this was a ritual, a message. Pure sadistic evil. The LAPD was horrified. Detectives who had seen the worst of humanity couldn't stomach this one. Hundreds of suspects. Over 500 people falsely confessed. The killer began taunting the police and newspapers, sending letters made from cut-out words along with Elizabeth's personal belongings, her birth certificate, photographs, even her address book. One chilling letter simply said, "Here is Dahlia's belongings. Letter to follow." The killer knew exactly what he was doing. He was organized, intelligent, and completely without remorse. Over the years, suspicion fell on doctors and even a high-ranking police officer's son. One of the strongest suspects, Dr. George Hodel, was recorded later saying, "Supposing I did kill the Black Dahlia, they couldn't prove it now." Yet no one was ever charged. The case slowly died in the shadows. So why does this nightmare still have no ending? Because the killer was a monster who left almost nothing to chance. No fingerprints, no blood at the scene, no murder weapon, no witnesses. In 1947, there was no DNA, no CCTV. Many original case files have since vanished or been destroyed. The sensational media frenzy created mountains of lies and fake confessions that buried the truth. Some believe it was the work of a lone psychopath who enjoyed every second of her suffering. Others whisper it was tied to Hollywood's darkest secrets, or even powerful people who made the evidence disappear. Whatever the truth is, it remains buried in pure darkness. Elizabeth Short didn't just die that night. She was erased, turned into a grotesque trophy. Her murder shattered Los Angeles. It proved that real monsters don't just exist in movies. They walk among us, smiling. Decades later, the case is still open. Her killer may be dead, or he may have taken his secret to the grave, laughing at all of us. The Black Dahlia is more than a cold case. She is a permanent scar on the soul of America. What do you think really happened to the Black Dahlia? Drop your theories in the comments.